Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the Everton News Daily. It is Friday the 26th of January. The main news today, Everton linked with another midfield player, the Donker from Anderlecht, 22-year-old Belgian midfield player. Very, very talented, but do we need another midfield player? Maybe if you get rid of the likes of Schneiderlin, then yeah, maybe you can use him. He's highly rated Belgium. But you know what? The deal that is on the table, allegedly, this is from the Belgian press, Christophe Terre off Twitter had mentioned it as well, is that Everton will sign him and then loan him back to Anderlecht for the rest of the season. A little bit like Henry Onyekuru, who is ironically at Finch Farm now, not in Belgium. So it'll be interesting to see whether Everton do that. Like I say, a very, very highly rated young midfield player, but he's not a left back, and I think that's what we're all bothered about at the moment. Nothing moving on the left back front at the moment. Unsurprisingly, I don't know anymore. I thought that it would be dealt with immediately once we hit January, and it hasn't. Everton have got players on the shortlist who they want, but it looks as though unless we move a couple out and get them off the wage bill, then we're not gonna strengthen in this window. And depending again on prices and everything else that's going around, value for money, and whether they feel they can do better in the summer, I just want one now. I really just want one now. Luke Garber played earlier this week against Portsmouth for the 23s. He is now registered and can play for the first team. So maybe Sam Allardyce is going to put him in and have a look at him. Leighton Baines out till mid-February, I think Sam Allardyce said. So we're looking at least another 2 or 3 weeks before Baines is fit. And we can't just keep giving games up, and not having a left-back is causing us problems. So we'll have to wait and see. Obviously, the likes of Joe Bryan, he played earlier in the week for Bristol City. They went out to Manchester City. Does that mean he's more gettable now? Is he really who Sam Allardyce wants? We've seen links with Aaron Cresswell. We've seen links with Luke Shaw. We're linked with a lot. Ryan Sessegnon at Fulham. There's loads. Hector, the German lad, was linked. So there's enough of them out there. It's whether Everton can and will go and get them. We've got 5 days to go. I mean, you can almost write Wednesday off, I think. We've got Leicester City at home on deadline day. It's a big, big game. Sam Allardyce, all his focus will be on that. I mean, last time we were signing players on deadline day was, I think, when we got Jelavic and we beat Manchester City and Darren Gibson scored. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens in terms of Everton going after the left back, but it's the area that we need. Sam Allardyce has been talking about taking the opportunity when it comes along, saying that players who aren't playing can't just rely on their ability. They've got to be super fit and they've got to be ready to take this chance, because we're at the stage now where we need to win games. But the squad haven't been taking a chance all season, most of it, let's be honest. This is a big, big game against Leicester on Wednesday. It's a game we have to win. If Everton can beat Leicester and maybe nick a draw at Arsenal, or even just beat Leicester and then we've got Palace at home next, that's a game. That's the kind of games we need to be winning. And Leicester are going to come into town quite confident. They're doing quite well under Claude Puel. And obviously Jamie Vardy and Riyad Mahrez are flying at the moment. Jamie Vardy has been talking about the Everton speculation, saying that at the moment he's a Leicester player, and until Leicester tell him any different, that's what he's going to be doing, planning for that Leicester City versus Everton game, only wearing a Leicester kit, not an Everton one. So again, that's to me is a tenuous link to Vardy. Obviously Steve Walsh likes him, obviously Sam Allardyce likes him, but we've just brought Jen Tosin in, we've just brought Theo Walcott in. I can't see us going and splashing. What will Leicester want for him? 35 million. He's 30, I think, or something like that. It's just not good business at this time of the year. He'd be a good player for us. Works hard, scores goals, starts from the front, defends from the front, but it's not what we need. We need a left back. And yeah, the rest is just fluff that's lying around at the moment. There's links to this player and that player, but that's what it's going to be like now over the next few days. But like I say, we're being told that it looks as though, unless Everton start moving some players out, that it might be Luke Garbutt getting his chance. But who knows, because you don't know what is going to present itself to the club over the next few days. There's players coming in, you know, the likes of João Mario, who was linked with us for one of the 411 players linked with us this January. He's now gone to West Ham. There's other players we were linked with, Solomon Rondon, us and Liverpool. I couldn't think of a less like Liverpool player than Rondon. So we're going to get all of these links building over the days, and people, you know, you've got to just accept that that's the way it is with speculation. There's more speculation today about Davy Klaassen going off to Turkey on loan. I'm not sure. I don't know whether the club will keep him. Sandro saying that Newcastle are really pushing for that one, but he prefers to go back to Spain if he's going to leave anyway. So, you know, we're going to have to see who's likely to go out and who isn't, but it's going to be a watch this space. But at the moment, nothing moving on the left-back situation. So let's see what the weekend brings. Who knows? We might buy 2 over the weekend. Who knows? If you haven't subscribed, make sure you do. If you haven't clicked the bell notification button, do that as well. It takes a second. And if you want more videos, join us on Patreon. Have a great weekend. See you soon on Toffee TV.